I hope everyone's Monday was good. Got your week off to a good start. And hey, maybe if the day was bad, maybe it'll be good tonight. We've got three things we're going to open: a half case of gold standard football, a full case of encased basketball, and a full case of Trinity baseball. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. As typical, before we start ripping into things, there is a little bit of information to go over. So while everyone is getting in and getting settled, let's get rolling with that. Feedback 100% automated, done simply so you never have to wait on me. Gives me more time to sort and ship, right? And then you still get feedback instantly when you leave positive feedback for me. So thank you, everyone, for being here is the other part of it, because I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, bidding and breaking and chatting and hanging out with me and keeping me company. We're taking a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, we're going to break Valiant football. It's the last full case I have of that. I'm pretty sure I have some loose box quantity hanging around here somewhere, but it will be the last full case of Valiant tomorrow. A full case of Immaculate Baseball, full 8-box case tomorrow night, and the last full case I have of Elements football. Wednesday is an enormous new release day, tons of stuff. We're going to start early at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. It's probably going to be a break of 3, maybe even more than hours, but I'm guessing probably around 3 hours, somewhere in that general vicinity. We will open a 10-box inner case of Contenders Optic Basketball, a 5-box full case of Immaculate Collegiate Football, a 6-box full case of Majestic Football, and an 8-box full case of Topps Chrome Jumbo Baseball. So, yeah, that's probably going to take us a while, but it all comes out on Wednesday, and we're just going to power through it. As a result, we'll take Thursday night off because I will be, buried in stuff I've got to sort and ship by then. On Friday, Contenders Optic Basketball, another 10-box inner case, and we will open a 12-box case of Certified Football. On Saturday, we'll open another case of Immaculate Collegiate Football. We're going to open a half case of loose boxes of Immaculate Baseball, a half case of loose boxes from Encased Basketball. Those are both from shared cases, and another full case of Majestic Football. So that's what we look like in the days ahead. What you need to know about tonight. We're going to break in the order that you see there. So Gold Standard Football will be first, Encased Basketball second, Trinity Baseball our third break of the night. Everything we're opening tonight was a paid shipping break, which means it's going to be on the way to you approximately Thursday. If I can get it out to you sooner than Thursday, I will gladly do so. If something unexpected comes up, it could always slide to Friday. Right now, Thursday is my best estimate. If you get skunked in any of these breaks tonight, because this is a paid shipping break, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out with the rest of the break. So, first up, 6 boxes, which is the back half of a case of 2019 Gold Standard Football. This is break number 4. It ended tonight on eBay, as did everything else that we're breaking tonight, Monday night, the 29th of July. Team names are on one side. Your eBay user ID is up in lights across from your team if you're one of the lucky winning bidders tonight. And, of course, a new spreadsheet will go up before the start of every break. So if you're not in this first break of Gold Standard Football, you're still going to get a chance to see your name up there when we do get to your item. And the last little piece of business here, you notice that the background just went out of focus a little bit. That is on purpose. I want to be able to see the cards up a little closer than we can normally see them if I don't tweak the focus. And plus, I just like it. I just like to be able to see it up really close. And I don't like all the zooming in and out, because if you leave it on autofocus, that kind of makes me sort of crazy. So this is the back half of a case. That's why these are all numbered on the end, because when we started this case, we took everything out and numbered it and used random.org to determine which ones we opened the first half of the case and which ones got saved up for tonight. So there is one pack per box here in Gold Standard. I'm going to go ahead and get all of our packs out before we start looking at things, because that's kind of how I prefer to do it. I like to just have the delayed gratification all up at the front when it's a single pack per box, and then once we get rolling, yeah, we can just keep on trucking. Eric is here. Hi, Eric. And Charles is here looking for some Lions. Looking for a little love for Detroit. All right, we'll see what we can find. Eric, are you in this break tonight, or are you in some of the other ones? I about laid the wrong thing in the wrong place. I was trying to lay the little white thing off to the side. I just about laid our pack off to the side. So there is, I do still have more Gold Standard. We will be breaking this again at some point. You know, there is so much stuff right now out and so much stuff releasing that I am just backlogged a little bit. In fact, I even sold a few things out by case quantity this week and may sell out a few more by case quantity, just to kind of try to start getting us back towards even, because it's like a crazy amount of stuff. Eric, you're in encased. All right, well, we're not far off from doing you. It doesn't take, none of these breaks tonight take a terribly long time to do. So yeah, you won't have too far to go. Hopefully you'll get to see some cool stuff here in Gold Standard. I am just getting a few little sleeves out on our table here so that we are going to be able to keep on trucking once I start opening packs. And yeah, here we go. Oh, Rojo does not like Gold Standard. He only likes National Treasures and Flawless. Yeah, well, wouldn't we all love to have everything just be National Treasures and Flawless, but that's not how Panini does it. They've got loads of stuff. And if you don't get some of everything, they don't like to give you the other stuff. All right, this is number 25, and it is Jalen Hurd for the 49ers. Our next base card out of this pack is for the Bengals. It's numbered to 99, Jonah Williams. Frank, you said your question is going to sound rookie-ish and weird. You either like teams or names. You don't like to hear just the player names. You want to hear what now? You want to hear, you either want to hear the player's name or the team name, but not both? What? I'm confused. Damian Harris for the Patriots. You know I normally say both, so I'm a little bit confused there about where we're going with that one. But I don't know. Here comes Marshawn Lynch, Beast Mode, with a relic for the Raiders to 199. For the Seahawks, you've got DK Metcalf and Gary Jennings Jr. on a dual relic, and it is numbered to 199. 49ers, baby. Deebo Samuel, relic, autograph, numbered to, what is that, numbered to 75. I lost the number there somewhere in the picture for a brief second. Charles, you said you like Gold Standard. Well, I like Gold Standard too, for sure. I know Rojo says he does not, but I like it. I think they're, nice looking cards. Hines Ward for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Good as Gold is our card set, and it is numbered to 49. Okay, next up, it is, not wanting to go in the sleeve is what it is. This is the Rams. It is numbered to 75 for Brandon Cooks. Numbered to 99, we've got the Seahawks rather, and Marquise Blair. Here come the Chicago Bears. It is David Montgomery with a two-color relic numbered to 49. Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs, numbered to 199. Gary Jennings Jr. for Seattle, numbered to 75. Dual relic and signature. A redemption, gonna sit right up there in housekeeping. We'll flip it at the end of the break. And it was a Seahawks kind of box, because here's DK Metcalf on a golden debut autograph, numbered to 25. Rojo, you said your problem with gold standard is you just don't think it holds its value very well. Wow. Well, you know, I guess there's all kinds of reasons that people collect. Sometimes it's teams they like or certain cards they like. Sometimes it is for resale value or investment purposes. So I don't know. I guess it's very unique to the person as to why somebody does or doesn't like, well, really anything, gold standard included. That is numbered to 75. It is Barry Sanders for the Lions. Numbered to 99 for the Redskins. It is Montez Sweat. For the Green Bay Packers, Devontae Adams. And Devontae is numbered to 49. Next up, a little haul of gold for the Browns. Ozzie Newsome, throwback relic to 149. Hi, Sting Lover. You're looking for Chargers? All right, let's get you some Chargers. I do notice we've got some little corner issues on this card in particular. Some of these are going to have edge and corner issues. I just happened to notice them on that one. Minor, but evident. Jordan Scarlett, that is numbered to 199 for the Panthers. And here comes a little David Montgomery, Chicago Bears. Now see, this I don't like. They sign gold ink and put it on a gold background, and you can barely see the signature. It's numbered to 49, and you have a nice relic, and it would be nice if we could see the signature, don't you think? That's how I feel about it. You know, in the past, when they've had gold signatures, they've put them on a black background, and that looks great. Not so much when you put it on a gold background. Mark Duber for the Miami Dolphins, numbered to 99. That's an interesting signature, isn't it? Yeah, that's, that looks a little bit like, I don't know what that looks like. Kind of like hieroglyphics, sort of. A little bit, that signature? I don't know. And then we have Derrick Henry for the Titans. That's to 75. Our second base card out is numbered to 99. The Saints and Michael Thomas. The Arizona Cardinals and the Ravens share this card. Kyler Murray and Marquise Hollywood Brown. So that's going to have to set up here in housekeeping. We'll be giving it out at the end of the break. We'll have to use random.org unless the same person owns both teams. Juju Smith-Schuster, Motherlode is our card set, and it is numbered to 149. A lot of relics, and they're all the same color except for the football. They were a little stingy with our coloring there. Another split card, Mecole Hardman Jr., Kansas City, Riley Ridley for the Bears. So it is also going to hang out up there in housekeeping. 49ers. This is who you're looking for. Nick Bosa. Very nice little Nick Bosa autograph, numbered to 99. Andy Dalton, Cincinnati Bengals. You don't pull a lot of Andy Dalton autographs, honestly. So if you've got the Bengals, that's a pretty cool little hit. Numbered to 25 with your quarterback, Andy Dalton. All right, our base card here is Zach Gentry for the Pittsburgh Steelers, numbered to 99. And behind it, we have another Derrick Henry. I think we saw him go through earlier, didn't we, for the Titans? I believe that we did. And, well, now you've got a bookend. That one to 99. Jordan Reed, Redskins to 199. Tony Pollard for the Dallas Cowboys. Tony Pollard is numbered to 199. For the Buffalo Bills, it's Tyree Jackson. And that also numbered to 199. Uh-oh, here comes something good. We're going to let it sit there for a hot second. Oh, two good ones. Two good ones out of the same box. Oh, nice. Daniel Jones and the Giants, numbered to 75. And out of the very same box, oh, yeah, Kyler Murray. How about that? Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones back to back. Wouldn't you have liked to have bought that box as a personal box? That would have been very nice. That is numbered to 49, headed to the Arizona Cardinals. All right, we are on our last box, last pack, which means our last box. So it is last box mojo time, though I believe we just had our mojo in the next to last box. Numbered to 75, Le'Veon Bell. Still can't get used to that as a Jet. Next up, you have Darius Geist to 99, Redskins. Michael Thomas and the Saints, Gold Rush, two-color relic, numbered to 49. Another Gold Rush. This one headed to Stanglover, I do believe. I think he says he has the Chargers in here. This is Mike Williams. Mike is to 199. The Raiders, who've been pretty quiet up to this point, making an appearance with Jonathan Abram, number 2, 199. That seems to be our lucky number in this break, 199. Bryce Love, Washington Redskins. Bryce is numbered to 99. No 1 in front of that one. And last, but certainly not least, you have a little Chris Spielman for the Lions, numbered to 49. Now, before we recap, we've got some housekeeping to do. So let's start taking a look at that. First up, we've got to, hang on, I'm sorry. There was like a little mosquito flying around here, and I was trying to smack it because it's been biting the heck out of me all day today. I know, that's what happens. You carry stuff in the door and stuff flies in. So our redemption is Chase Vinovich. That is a golden rookie autograph. And why don't I remember where he goes? I should remember where he goes, but I'm blanking on it. It's going to tell us on the Panini website anyway. See, I always want to say like Patriots, but I don't think that's right. So we're going to look it up here in a second. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and talk about this. We'll go look this up first, okay? So let me get us on the right page over here and bring you along with me. I kind of figured we would hit redemption, so I had it set up and ready to go. How handy. Golden rookie autographs is what I'm looking for. Did I go past it? Oh, no, because that says gold. I got to go to golden. Golden Rookies Autographs, card number 16. Oh, he is a Patriot. Haha, there you go. I thought I had it wrong, but yet it was right. It will be numbered to 199 when they send it to you. So let's get this bad boy labeled up. Now, we've got a couple of different cards here that have multiple teams on them. So the first one with Kyler Murray and Marquise Brown sharing a card, Cardinals and Ravens. And our second one is Mecole Hardman Jr. and Riley Ridley, Chiefs and Bears, sharing a card. So here's what's going to happen. We're first going to go look at the spreadsheet and see if someone happens to own both teams. If they do own both teams on the same card, well, wonderful. If they don't, we've got to go use random.org to figure it out. And here's how that will work. If we need to go to random, I will type it in as top to bottom. So the team that is on the top of the card will go in first. The team on the bottom of the card will go in second. I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 will not count. Only the third and final random will be the determining factor. So the Cardinals, that is right, well, I don't know. We're just going to call you Rye 71 because you know I'm going to not pronounce that correctly. Our Baltimore Ravens, that's Pack Sports Collectibles, so 2 different team owners there. Kansas City Chiefs, trading cards and things, and then we have the Chicago Bears on the other part of that one, and that is Bat Corkers. So that means we have in both cases, we'll be having to use random.org to award the cards. Now, rather than having to do random, for each individual card, these 2 cards are oriented the exact same way, right? Well, let you look at them again here, but they're oriented the exact same way, okay? Top and bottom. So what I'm going to do is just type in top of the card and bottom of the card. And I will do random 3 different times. First 2 do not count. It's going to be the third random that will determine which team gets that card, okay? So we're going to do top team and bottom team. All right, so once again, ignore the first one. You can ignore the second one. Here's our third and final. There you'll see 3 times. Our date and time stamp. It goes to the team on the top of the card. So that means this one is going to the Cardinals with the Kyler Murray position. And this one is going to the Kansas City Chiefs with the Nicole Hardman Jr. position of the card. Of course, I wrote on the sleeve, guys. I did not write on a card, but if I don't do that, sure enough, somebody will later come back and say I wrote on their card. Just trust me when I tell you that. So to recap, that's headed to the Cardinals by way of random. This one headed to Kansas City by way of random. We have a redemption for the Patriots and Chase Vinovich. All right, now we've got Jonathan Abram. For the Raiders, the Chargers with Mike Williams, Kyler Murray. For the Cardinals, Daniel Jones. For the Giants, the Buffalo Bills and Tyree Jackson, Andy Dalton. For the Bengals, the 49ers and Nick Bosa. The Pittsburgh Steelers with Juju Smith-Schuster. And then you have Mark Duper for the Dolphins. David Montgomery for the Bears. Jordan Scarlett, Panthers. Ozzie Newsome for the Browns. And Devontae Adams for the Packers. And next up is Chris Spielman for the Lions. Bryce Love for the Redskins. There's the Saints and Michael Thomas. The Boys and Tony Pollard. Jordan Reed, Redskins. DK Metcalf, Seahawks. Gary Jennings Jr., Seahawks. That's Travis Kelce for Kansas City. David Montgomery for the Bears. Nice little Hines Ward for the Steelers. I like that card. The 49ers would get Debo. Dual relics both out for the Seahawks on that card. And who is on this card? Marshawn Lynch for the Raiders. Good grief. And then the Patriots have Damian Harris. All right, so that has got gold standard football in the books. Let's go ahead here and get our spreadsheet back up here. Take another look at what you need to know, and then we'll roll right on into our next break as soon as I can go over our info here. So for those of you who might have jumped in after the fact, if you missed this earlier, once again, the order we are breaking in: Gold Standard Football, which was just completed, followed by Encased Basketball, which is coming up next, and then Trinity Baseball is our final break of the evening. Everything we're opening tonight is a paid shipping break, which means if you go without pulling a card in one of these breaks tonight, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out to you when the rest of the break goes out the door, which right now I'm anticipating to be Thursday. If I can get it to you faster than Thursday, I will gladly do so. If my week were to go slightly off the rails, it could always slide a day later to Friday, but I do believe right now at this point in time that Thursday is probably our best bet. So this is an 8-box case of encased basketball. This is a full case break. It is break number 2. It also ended tonight on eBay, Monday night, the 29th of July. Same format, guys and gals, where we've got our team names on one side and the eBay user ID of our winning bidders across from each team. And of course, spreadsheet will go up again before Trinity. So if you're in that break, don't wander too far, because encased doesn't take us very long. I mean, I know it's a case, but it's a fairly quick case to break as a whole. Hi, Marty. You are asking if Trinity is after this. Yes, it sure is. Right after encased, we are going to bust into Trinity. So, I don't know. What will this take us? Probably 20 minutes or so, Marty, on encased, I'm guessing. If we don't have any redemptions or, stuff we got to do on random or other stuff like that, I'm guessing probably about 20 minutes this will take us. And then we will be right there in line for your Trinity baseball. So, Trinity, once again, it is 1 pack and 1 graded card per box. So, you know how I like to roll with these things that don't have a lot in them. Let's get them all out of the boxes first, and then we'll start taking a look at what we've actually got in here. The graded cards, of course, are what everybody gravitates towards, but there are other hits in the product as well. Each box has in total 2 autographs and 2 memorabilia cards. Of course, Panini always says on average, right? And that means occasionally they'll mess us over and replace one of our hits with a points card. If that should happen, we will use random.org to give out the points card at the end of the break. Look at that pack. Now that's how that's in that box. And stuck in there, wedged in there. They put it in there like that way from the factory, one would assume. Now you would think that they could do a little bit better job of getting their stuff in the box, wouldn't you? Probably just one of many reasons why cards don't hardly ever come out of a pack or a box or a case as a tin. Not just in Panini, but in any product. It's very hard to pull a tin. But that's also conversely why they're worth so much money when you do get one. So there you go. That's the good side of that coin, I suppose. Eric, you said you don't like Panini at all. You wish Topps would do all the sports again. You know what? I like Topps a lot as well. But I do like a lot of the Panini products. I mean, I really enjoy National Treasures and, Immaculate and several of those higher end products I really like. And I actually like a lot of their lower and mid-range stuff too. It's just, they make a lot of thick cards. And the thick cards have a nasty, nasty tendency to come out with imperfect edges and corners, more so than a standard size card, which is, of course, primarily what Topps produces. Not entirely, but largely. So first out, we see for the Pistons a Reggie Jackson base card, numbered to 99. Here come the Hawks with Kevin Herter, and Kevin is numbered to 99 with a relic. Kawhi Leonard, Raptors to 99, relic. And this, oh, why do they always have to be the ones with the names I can't pronounce? Okay. Marshallionis. That's totally wrong. Anyway, it is for the Golden State Warriors. That's kind of the important part. It's numbered to 99, and that is a hard signed autograph. And what is on there? Maybe that was just a piece of the wrapper. I don't know what that was. I guess just a piece of the wrapper. We have a base card for Mr. Steph Curry, numbered to 99. LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs, relic to 99. Aaron Holiday for the Indiana Pacers is a relic, numbered to what? 99. I should have known that. And our autograph, Charlie Scott, throwback SIG for the Celtics, numbered to 15 on card, hard signed autograph. Our second autograph out of each box, of course, is the graded stuff that you see back there. We'll open all that last. Numbered to 99, Paul Gasol and the Milwaukee Bucks base card. Mo Wagner for the Lakers. Mo is to 99. Oh, D. Wade, Miami Heat to 99. Keith Van Horn, that is the Brooklyn Nets to 25. All right, Victor Oladipo to 99. Pacers. Jared Vanderbilt for the Nuggets. Jared's relic to 99. The big man, Bam Adebayo, Miami Heat to 25. That's a nice looking relic. It should be if it's numbered to 25. It's 3-color. And our signature is Bruce Bowen for the Spurs to 99. I see a redemption on our horizon. To 99, Otto Porter Jr., Chicago Bulls. Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Memphis Grizzlies to 99. Andre Drummond and the Pistons. You got it, to 99. And our redemption, it's going to sit right back there in housekeeping. We'll flip it at the end of the break and find out who's on the other side. And same as we did with our last product, we will also go to the Panini website and verify it. Check it all out. Put it up on the screen. DeAndre Jordan to 35 for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks to 99. Kevin Durant, Golden State Warriors, 99. Antonio McDyess for the Nuggets. That is also to 99. Montrezl Harrell to 99 for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan and the Knicks to 99. I think they're all to 99. They're not all. We found one that was lower, or two. Damian Lillard, 99. Autograph heads to the Boston Celtics. It's D. Brown. And it is, oh yeah, to 99. They're stuck on that in this product for this year. Do not remember being so many to that same number sequence last year, but maybe it was. I don't know. Tony Parker to 10 for the Hornets. Alan Crabb for the Nets to 99. Hamidou Diallo, Oklahoma City Thunder to 25 for Hammy. And Glenn Rice comes out for the Lakers. Glenn Rice is numbered to 10. Now, the big kahunas, right? These are, of course, our graded cards. They're all going to be autographs as well. Let's Let's see what marvelous stuff we can find here. Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls is first out. Card is graded to 9.5, autograph grade to 10. And it was numbered to 25. I probably forgot to say that. I was so busy looking at the card grade. Forgot to look at what the card itself was numbered to. Oh, there's a nice one. Marvin Bagley, numbered to 10 for the Kings. 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade. Nice hit for Sacramento. And behind that, we have a little Magic for the Suns, numbered to 99. 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade. It's Mikal Bridges. And Mo Wagner bringing one home for the Lakers. Card is numbered to 75, graded to 9.5. Autograph grade is a 9. What did he do? He smeared it? Oh, he did right there in the, yeah. Golly, buddy. Wow, DeAndre Ayton in here. Same case as Marvin Bagley. Very nice. And this one to 25 for the Phoenix Suns. Card is graded to 9. Autograph is graded to 10. And numbered 225, we have Mo Bamba. 9.5 card grade, 10 autograph grade. That one headed to the Orlando Magic. Wow, the Suns are just absolutely cleaning house in the graded card category. They didn't hit much up until this, but I think this is 3 they've hit graded, isn't it? Crazy. This is DeAnthony Melton, numbered to 75. Card grades out at 8.5 and autograph grade to 10. Most of the stuff we've seen has been 9.5 and 9 this year. That's the low. 8.5 is one of the lowest we've seen. Landry Shamet, that is numbered to 75. Card grades to 9, autograph grade to 10, and it goes to the 76ers. Okay, now we've got a redemption to flip over. We'll check it out and then head to the Panini website and find out just exactly where it goes. Well, we know where that goes. Holy cow. Vaulted Veteran. Does that say vaulted? Yeah, Vaulted Veteran Material Signatures, Kevin Durant. Card number 12. Loving that redemption. Loving it. All right, let me get myself on the right page, and then let's bring you over here with me. And we've got to do a little quick reset here to get into basketball and find out what we need to have up on the screen. We'll find out what this is going to be numbered to. Oh, shoot, I hit the wrong thing. Try that again. And what did I say it was? Vaulted something or another, right? Vaulted Veteran Material Signatures, I think is what it was. Card number 12, right? Kevin Durant, Golden State Warriors. It's numbered to 35. So not too shabby. Pulling a little Durant out of there to 35. I do like that. All right, let's recap it. And, of course, as soon as we do the recap, we'll put spreadsheet up again and then roll right into Trinity. All right, so don't go far if you're waiting on Trinity. It is nearby. All right, so to recap, we have the Nets, the Celtics, the Blazers, Nuggets, Knicks, Grizzlies, Spurs, Heat. That is that last was Jared Vanderbilt for the Nuggets. And there's the Nets again, followed by the Heat. We have a redemption for Golden State to 35 with the nice little Kevin Durant. To 10 for the Lakers with Glenn Rice. To 25 for the Oklahoma City Thunder, DeAndre Jordan and the Knicks. Kevin Durant with a relic on that one for Golden State Warriors. The Pistons, the Lakers, the Celtics, Pacers, Spurs, Golden State Warriors, Raptors, and Atlanta Hawks. '76ers with a Landry Shamet graded. The Phoenix Suns, a graded DeAnthony Melton. Orlando Magic have a graded Mo Bamba. The Suns again with a graded DeAndre Ayton to 25. Mo Wagner graded for the Lakers. Another graded for the Suns. That's just crazy. Mikal Bridges. Marvin Bagley to 10, graded for the Sacramento Kings. And Wendell Carter Jr. graded for the Bulls. All right, that is the break and the recap of Encased. That's going to bring us into a little Trinity baseball. So let me grab the case, and then also we got to roll through a little info here as well, so everybody knows what's what. Okay, so Thursday, that's when I think I'm going to get it out the door. And if something happens and I can get it out faster, as in like if I don't sleep well one night and I stay up late or something, then woohoo, we'll get it sooner. And if something completely unexpected happens, it could always go to Friday. Right now I'm anticipating it will be Thursday for everything that we're opening tonight. If you get skunked in this, don't pull a single card in any of the 3 breaks that we're doing or have done tonight. That is doesn't mean you're not going to get anything. Anytime we do paid shipping and you don't pull a single card, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will still have a card or cards in it, consolation cards, and they will ship out with the rest of the break. So that certainly applies here tonight. Although usually most teams pull something in Trinity. So this is a 12-box case of Trinity Baseball. It's our 4th break of it. And, of course, it also ended tonight on eBay, Monday night, the 29th of July. Same as before, team names on one side, winning bidders across from. There is one team not in this product. That's the Minnesota Twins, so they were not listed for sale. Everybody else, you're going to have a name across from the team. Now, these guys in this product are in all kinds of different uniforms. They're in collegiate uniforms, all-star uniforms. They could be Team USA. They can be collegiate. Sometimes we have guys in more than one uniform in the same product. I'm telling you all this for a reason, because the uniforms don't matter, right? That is not what matters in here. They go to the current team. That's because there is no team name written on here. There is no city name written on here. So anytime we have a product that has just collegiate uniforms or all-star uniforms or whatever the case may be, that doesn't also have any kind of team information, as in team name or city name, it will always go to the current team for that player, okay? So just be aware of that. I think everybody knows that, but yet we have had breaks where, in fact, recently, someone just absolutely insisted that he should get some cards for a player that hadn't been on his team in over half a year. And he knew it. And he goes, I know he's not on the team that I bought, but I expect his cards anyway. Okay, well, why is that? Well, because it could be that the picture was taken when he was on my team. Well, now that really, yeah. But you know what? You'd be surprised the amount of times you get all kinds of crazy stuff. So, I mean, by that logic, we could look at anybody that's ever been traded ever and, you know, say, oh, I have a claim to that guy. He once played for my team. Woohoo. I swear to you, I don't understand people sometimes. But anyway, that's how it works. So what I'm doing now, of course, getting all of the plastic off. We're going to get all of the seals cut. And once we start going, we can just rock right through this. Everything in here will already be in sleeves and top loaders and ready to go, because that is how Leaf handles their products. They're always ready to go in that sense, which is nice. And all we have to do is just get through the outer packaging to find our little Tootsie Roll center in here and see what fabulous patches await us tonight. Because this is a product that has incredible relics. I look forward to it every year because it is some of my favorite baseball relics of the year. Generally, they are really nice out of here most of the time. Stang Lover, you've got the Blue Jays in here tonight. Woohoo! You're rolling big tonight. I didn't look at any of the ending amounts, but I'm just going to assume the Blue Jays probably weren't super cheap, so we'll have to try to find you some. And you got the Oakland A's in here too. All right, Blue Jays and A's it is. And Eric, oh, I just saw that. Eric, you got skunked on encased. Oh man, I'm sorry about that, my friend. That's no fun. But I will for sure get you some, consolation stuff on the way, and when the rest of the break goes out, and maybe you'll have a little bit better luck with that, we hope. Buckeye's here too. Hi, Buckeye. Buckeye, you need the Astros and the Pirates. All right, kids, let's see what we can find. This little foamy stuff, it has a tendency to leave little weird residue all over the top loaders. That's probably my only complaint about the Leaf product, is it leaves that weird little residue on these top loaders. So if you get it with weird little residue, at least you'll know why and what it is. So I'm just holding the white thing behind it so you can see the autograph a little bit better. That is Seth Beer for the Astros that comes out first. Next out is Griffin Conine. He is a Blue Jay, as a matter of fact. Here come the Angels. Jeremiah Jackson, numbered to 25. I see our first fantastic relic of the night, and I love it. Isn't that awesome? It is Xavier Edwards. He's a Padre, and I love that relic. I really, really do. Most of the relics that are really nice like that aren't even numbered. Isn't that weird? But yeah, they're kind of not in here most of the time. Strange. Valera to 25. That is headed to Cleveland and the Indians. Bo Bichette. Blue Jays are off to a nice start tonight. Another one for Toronto. Oh, Frank, you got skunked in the last one too, so you're going to make it up in here? All right, my friend, let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get it working for you. Let's get the mojo flowing. And Charles, you need Detroit? All right, let's find you some Detroit then. DJ Peters, that is numbered to 25, and DJ is a Dodger. These are wanting to slide out of there. Mike Ciani heads to my Cincinnati Reds, who, by the way, had at least one really good inning tonight where they dropped like 10 runs in. I don't know, after that I had to turn it off, but at least I know we had one really good inning. Jonathan Loaisiga, numbered to 25 for the Yankees. Nick Madrigal, nice for the White Sox, another cool relic. The Diamondbacks and Alec Thomas to 25. And then we have Wander Franco. If you've got the Tampa Bay Rays, you can now kick back, relax, enjoy the rest of the break, because that's who you wanted, I bet. Marty, we did not have any Braves out yet, I don't think, that I remember. I don't think so. Frank, you've got the Rangers. All right, we'll have to pull for your Rangers. Ronnie Mauricio, that is the Mets. Grayson Rodriguez comes out next, and Grayson is an Oriole. Adam Kloffenstein or Stein, I don't know which it is. It's numbered to 10. Anyway, that's another Toronto Blue Jay. Stang Lover's rolling in it tonight. There's Mr. Josh Stowers. He is a Mariner, Traded back at the first of the year, maybe January-ish. I can't remember for sure, but I think around mid or end of January he was traded to Seattle. Carlos Hernandez comes out next. And Carlos is, I gotta look, I can't remember. Royals. Holy cow, look at that. Oh, Mets. Numbered to 25, look at that. You got a Pete Alonso, obviously part of like a World Series, College World Series logo there for Pete Alonso in the Mets. That's pretty sweet. Polar Bear has been making an impact. Wicker Cat. Hi, Wicker Cat. Juan Soto comes out for the Nationals. That is numbered to 10. And behind that, who is that? Grayson Janista. I hate when they have that purple writing on that black background. That is so hard to see. Like, why did they choose that color combination? So hard to see. Grayson Janista is a Brave, so that's our first Brave that's headed to Marty. Marty, he was in that's the College World Series, right? Yeah, I mean, there is a World Series of college baseball, so I believe that's what that logo would have been from. That is numbered to 25. It is Nick Schnell. And Nick comes out, I believe, for the Rays. Let me double check it. Yeah, he is a Tampa Bay Ray. Jonathan India heads to my Cincinnati Reds. Cole Winn, Texas Rangers. Number to 25, you have Braxton Ashcraft coming out. And Braxton is a Pittsburgh Pirate. What do you all think about the Mets acquiring Marcus Stroman? I think that just sets it up for them to move Noah Syndergaard right on out the door. That's my thought. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. Nico, Cubbies, redemption. Next up is Connor Scott, and Connor is a Marlin. Oh, wow, these are wanting to not be in their sleeves tonight. They're all acting crazy on me. Caden is an Oriole. And then we have Jesus Sanchez. That is another one headed to the Tampa Bay Rays, who are having a very nice little break tonight. Josh Breaux heads to the Yankees. And then we have Casey Mize. There you go. There's one for your Tigers, Charles. Got a nice little logo with it, or chunk of a logo or letter, numbered to 25. That's a good one for Casey because he hasn't come out of here with, like, incredible frequency. So that's a pretty good little hit, Charles. Next up, numbered 210, we have Andrew Kisner. And Andrew, whose name I'm sure I pronounced wrong, is the Cardinals. I pronounce his name wrong like every time. Jackson Kowar. Jackson is Kansas City Royals. Simeon Woods Richardson to 10 is the Mets. And then we have Marco Luciano. Marco, I think, is a Giant, but let me double check that. All right, because I'm not 100% sure about Marco. So, yeah, he is a Giant. Bryce Terang, I love that relic too. That is the Brewers and Bryce. Charles, you like your card? Good, man. I'm glad to hear that. This is numbered to 5. It is Bo Bichette. Stanglover and his Blue Jays are hitting like crazy tonight. Of course, I know he's not saying anything, but I know he's secretly thinking, my night is only going to be made if I hit Vlad Guerrero Jr. I know that's what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, I like all this other stuff, but I want Vlad Guerrero Jr. So we'll have to see if we can find that for you. All right, this is, who is that? Travis Swaggerty. So Travis is a pirate, I think. I'm going to double check it. Yes. Matthew Liberatore coming out next. Matthew is not numbered, and he is a Tampa Bay Ray. Daniel Lynch comes out for the Kansas City Royals. Followed by Taylor Wiedner for the Diamondbacks. Ronaldo Hernandez to 25. And I definitely do not remember that one. But never fear, I write down the ones I can't remember. The ones I tend to forget. Tampa Bay Rays. Another Pete Alonso. This one to 25. Listen, we've had cases where there's been no Pete Alonso at all. Cases where there's been one. This is the first time we've had a case where we've had two, particularly both of them low numbered, and one of them with that incredible relic. So the Mets are definitely having a nice break tonight. All right, there's Contreras. That is headed to the Braves. So, Marty, that's, I believe, the second one headed your way tonight. William Contreras there. Ryan Weathers on a redemption. Ryan is the San Diego Padres. Lucan Baker comes out for the St. Louis Cardinals. And the Mets, you know, this case just keeps on giving to the Mets. This is Ronnie Mauricio for, the Mets. And following that is Parker Meadows. Parker is a Tiger. So we've got another one there for Charles. Oh, baby, look at that. Jordan Adams comes out for the Angels. It's a 1/1 with the logo man. Sweet. You all know I love my logo man. So Jordan Adams and the Angels hit a nice one. All right. Rolling on down the line here. This is numbered to 25. It is Noelvi Marte. He is a Mariner. And then we have Tristan Casas to 25. He's a Red Sox. Following that is Chris Bubbick for the Royals. Jordan Adams. That is another nice Jordan Adams for the Angels. I mean, it's not as nice as the 1/1, but it's still pretty darn nice. Numbered to 25. Michael Grove, Dodgers. Cool relic there as well. This is why we love it, isn't it? Now Stang Lover's happy. See, now he'll be all right, and he'll chat with us again probably, because he's relaxed now, because he's hit his Vlad Guerrero Jr. Right, Stang Lover? You were waiting, weren't you? You were holding your breath, waiting for that Vlad Guerrero Jr. Actually, there have been several teams that have done well tonight. The Blue Jays, the Rays, the Mets, the Angels. I mean, there's quite a number of teams in here who have pulled really good cards this evening. Julio Pablo Martinez, that helps the Rangers out a little bit, adding to their tally, numbered to 25. And behind it is Logan Gilbert. And Logan, is he a Mariner? Yes, he is a Mariner. Lyon Richardson to 10, Cincinnati Reds. Cole Roederer, Cubbies. And then we have Grant Levine for the Rockies. Behind that, this is what the Padres have been waiting for right there. Fernando Tatis Jr. for the Padres. Frank, you'll take any Ranger, even Walker, Texas Rangers? Okay. Well, I don't know that Walker, Texas Ranger will be in here, but you know. Yeah, see there? All right, now Stang Lover. I told you you're gonna be all right now that you got Vlad Guerrero, right? And your Bo Bichette, since he's called up, should be pretty good. I've actually got a one of one Bo Bichette somewhere around here myself that I need to look at getting sold, probably of my own. Maybe more of that than Bo Bichette. That is Bo Naylor. It is a one of one printing plate. It's headed to the Cleveland Indians. Jamison Hanna to 25 for the Oakland A's. Next up is Brady Singer. Brady Singer is Kansas City Royals. Oh, Marty, we got to find you some more stuff then, don't we? Poor Marty. He's like, I've only got 2 base clear, and the Braves were at high tonight, apparently. Well, just on cue. There you go. There's Pache. That helps your tally quite a bit for your Braves, huh? And Jake McCarthy to 25. Jake is an Arizona Diamondback. There's another Casey Mize. This one is numbered to 25. Charles is doing quite well tonight with his Tigers. Casey Mize is another one that we don't even find in every case. We've already found 2 tonight. Marty, you're crying for the win. Hey, listen, you know what? Whatever works, right? Whatever works. Acuna. See, now you're rolling. You're going right on a good path here. You got worried too soon, right? So that is also to the Braves. And this is our last box, so we are officially in our last box mojo mode here as well. This is Ryan Rollison. Ryan is a Colorado Rocky. And then we have O'Neill Cruz, who I think is a Pirate, but let's double check that. Yes, O'Neill Cruz to the Pirates. Will Banfield heads to the Miami Marlins. Adam Kloffenstein, whatever, numbered to 25, Blue Jays. Going to Stang Lover. And last out, the Nationals, Mason Denneberg to 25. So Nationals, right when you were thinking that you were skunked, look what happened right there at the end, man. Came up and saved your night there with the last card, didn't we? Okay, so we're going to recap this, and after we recap it, we will then go back to our spreadsheet and take another look at your anticipated shipping date and what's coming up in the days ahead and all that happy stuff if you missed it earlier, okay? So we have Mason Denneberg, followed by Adam Kloffenstein or Stein, Will Banfield, O'Neill Cruz, Ryan Rollison, Ronald Acuna, Casey Mize, all these clear ones, Logan Gilbert. I should have stacked them all together. We could have done them one right and after the other. Julio Pablo Martinez. Well, there's another one. Let's just go on and do it while I've got my little white thing there. Noel V. Marte was that one. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Jordan Adams. Parker Meadows. Luke and Baker, a redemption for Ryan Weathers. Michael Grove, Chris Bubbick, Tristan Casas, Ronnie Mauricio, Peter Alonso, Ronaldo Hernandez, Taylor Wiedner, Bryce Turang, and Marco Luciano. See, this way you get the best of both worlds, Frank. We did it by the name and the team like I would normally do throughout the break. And now in the recap, you can have just the name only, which is what I think you said you liked better. William Contreras, Daniel Lynch, Matthew Liberatore, Travis Swaggerty, Bo Bichette, Simeon Woods Richardson, Jackson Coar, Andrew Kisner. That nice Casey Mize to 25. Josh Bro. Yeah, you're right, Marty. It was all about the Braves were all out of those last two boxes. You're right. I mean, you had a couple towards the front maybe, but most of them were there at the back. Adam Kloffenstein or Stein. Grayson Rodriguez. Ronnie Mauricio. Wander Franco. I had even forgotten about him. We had so much nice stuff in here. Almost forgotten about Wander. Alec Thomas. Nick Madrigal, Jonathan Loasiga, and Mike Ciani. Tier 1, yeah, there have been some great relics in here tonight. I've been really happy with several relics that we pulled, actually. That is DJ Peters, Bo Bichette, George Valera, Xavier Edwards, Jeremiah Jackson, Griffin Conine, Seth Beer. Forgot about Seth Beer too, actually. Jesus Sanchez, Caden Grinier, I always say his name wrong. Connor Scott, Nico on a redemption, Braxton Ashcraft, Cole Wynn, Jonathan India, and a little Nick Schnell, Grayson Janista, Juan Soto. There's that other Pete Alonso. I mean, that's just so nice. Carlos Hernandez, Josh Stowers. And Jake McCarthy, Christian Pache, Brady Singer, Jamison Hanna. Our 1-of-1 printing plate here goes to Bo Naylor, or is Bo Naylor, goes to the Indians. Fernando Tatis Jr., Grant Levine, Cole Roederer, and Lyon Richardson. Yeah, Tier 1, most of the time when we do a full case of Trinity, most of the time every team does pull something. It's unusual in Trinity that we'll do a full case and have somebody get completely shut out. I mean, it's not unprecedented. I'm not going to say it never happens, but fortunately it doesn't happen too often. Now, sometimes a team may get 1 or 2 cards and another team may get 4 or 5 or 6 cards, but most of the time, most of the teams, if not all the teams, get at least something when we do Trinity by the case. So that's the good news. The other good news is the patches are sick. All right, so if you missed this earlier, I am projecting Thursday as your shipping date. If you got shut out in any of these breaks tonight and you did not pull a single card at all of any sort, you will still get a package in the mail. You will still get trading cards in that package. It will be a consolation card or cards, and sometimes those bring better luck for people. And as always, if I can get something out sooner than the date that you see listed, I will gladly do so. And if my week were to be derailed, then, you know, it could possibly slide to Friday. But right now I'm thinking Thursday is probably our most realistic date to get this out the door. What's coming up in the days ahead? So tomorrow we're going to open Valiant Football. It's my last full case of that. I think I do have some loose boxes, but that's the last full case of it. We're going to do Immaculate Baseball by the full 8-box case tomorrow. And the Little Elements Football, the last full case I have of it. On Wednesday, it is a crazy, massively large new release day. It's going to take us forever. We're going to start at 8:30 Eastern. It'll probably take 2-3 hours to get through this break, probably closer to 3. Could even be over 3, but I hope not. I hope it won't be longer than 3, but honestly, I don't know. Contenders Optic Basketball, 10-box inner case. Immaculate Collegiate Football, a full case. Majestic Football, a full case. Topps Chrome Jumbo Baseball, a full case. All releasing on Wednesday, all breaking Wednesday night. Yeah, bring your Red Bull to that break. On Thursday, it's going to be an off night because, I'm going to have to catch up on all that stuff we break on Wednesday. On Friday, we're going to open Contenders Optic Basketball Inner Case again and a 12-box case of Certified Football. On Saturday, we're going to do another big amount of, or a lot of breaks anyway, on Saturday, another big kind of night. We will do a 5-box case of Immaculate Collegiate Football, a half case of Immaculate Baseball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. A half case of encased basketball, also loose boxes from a shared case, and Majestic Football by the full case. So that's what we're looking like in the days ahead, and yeah, I think that's got me wrapped up for tonight. As always, I appreciate you being here, spending part of your Monday evening with me. I hope that you have a fantastic week ahead. If I do not see you again tomorrow night, I hope I will see you again soon. And yeah, until then, take care, and we will see you the next time. Bye now.